The other day on Steemit, I was reading a really interesting post, and so I began to comment, and I noticed that the post was like 10 months old. And I began to look at some of the posts from this particular person that was on Steemit, and I thought, you gave up. You had so much potential and you gave up. We cannot give up, my friends. We cannot. And I want to say this. I want you to I want this to be the takeaway. Let your dream, your goal, be the driving force to your success here on Steemit. Look, we're all here for a purpose, and we need to be honest and real about that we're here for a purpose. We want to learn new things. We want to educate ourselves on a variety of topics. We want to give and receive. That's what makes Steemit so successful. It's not draining you, it's not pulling you down, but it is empowering you if you will let it do that. But you have to empower to be empowered. Give and you shall receive. It's a basic principle. It's a biblical principle. And I want to encourage you today, as far as your Steemit success is concerned, to evaluate your life and think about what it is that pushes you. You may have certain needs in your life, certain things, certain challenges that you want to overcome, financial obstacles. Maybe you want to spend more time with your kids. And it's hard to do that because, well, maybe you're a single parent and you're holding down 2 jobs, and you're paying daycare center bills, and it's expensive. And you'd like to be able to share your talents with the world. You've got something unique from your life experiences that I don't have. And maybe I could learn from those. But how can I learn from those if I don't hear from you? And the same goes with the talents that I have. I've got to share them. Some people have asked me, some of my friends and family, when I talk to them a little bit about Steemit, they say, how is it that you've done as well as you have in just a short amount of time? And my response is this: my dream, my motivation, my why, all of those things is what pushes me to success. For me personally, I want to be able to help my parents, because you probably saw the video that I did last night where I talked with my dad who had a stroke. I want to be able to do some things for them because they've gone through so much, especially during this difficult time. And there are obviously dreams in my own life personally, but I want to be able to pay for a walk-in shower for my dad. That way we can just roll him in there easily and not have to strain and try to maneuver around to give him baths at the present time. I want to be able to buy a van that is set up for a wheelchair, to where it's easily loaded and unloaded, like a handicap van. Those are some things that I want to do, and I've got my own goals. I want to be able to be independent and go full-time sharing about my research on health and wellness, and to share my love for music. But I can't do that unless I stay motivated and to not give up. And you have to do that. You have to stay motivated if you want to succeed in anything. You cannot give up. You know, there is a, you know, whether you consider yourself a religious person or not, I think you'll find this to be empowering to you. And it comes from a verse of Scripture out of Galatians. And it talks about pressing forward and not giving up. And it says, "Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you faint not." Now think about that. Now that is a quote from the King James, very very poetic and beautifully written. But that faint not really means just if you don't give up in everyday modern English. We cannot give up. We have to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And when we're tired, we have to keep going, keep going, keep going. That's why sometimes I'm up late at night after I have, you know, done my evening routine, you know, all of my responsibilities carried out with caregiving. I also work part-time with my sister in her loan closing business. And you know, so life can get crazy and you have to make time for yourself, absolutely. But you have to keep going. And when it comes to Steemit, let me give you, not that I know everything, but I'm just sharing with you what I do know. When you reach out to other people, do so in a way that is personal and real, and get to know the other person. Get to know more about them and their interests. You know, this is good to do in life anyway. You know, don't just say, "Cool post. Wow, that took a lot of effort." I mean, read the post. Take some time. This is not something where you can just shortcut it. There's no shortcuts. I got to tell you that. You know, you will earn, you know, what you do, and you'll get out what you put in it. That's just a life principle. But understand and appreciate and put yourself in their shoes. You know, if someone took the time to write a post that no matter what the subject is, that took time and effort and research to talk about cryptocurrency, and you know that you know, it wasn't just some you know, quickly put together presentation, but it took them effort, then reward that. And you will find that when you do, you might just get rewarded later on in return. This is what I'm learning to be true, and I think it will help you in your success here on Steemit, because you may be just starting out, or you may be a little ways along and feel like that you're getting nowhere because you look and, man, you're like, "I just got a penny for my post." Well, don't give up, because people still see it. They're still watching, okay? They're still observing. So think about that. Think about the picture that maybe someone put in the photography section, and just the effort and the talent and the skill that they're displaying, or the videos that they produce. I mean, all of that is something that takes a great deal of time and effort, skill, resource. And as I've said before, be real, be authentic. And I know that that's easier said than done. Sometimes one of the hardest things that we can do is to just to say it like it is. I'm still working on that. I really am. And I think in time, I'll improve on that. But we just do what we can day by day. And consistency is the key. Look, I thank you for following me, for encouraging me, for lifting me up. It means a great deal. And if you appreciate my content, then please upvote, re-steam it. Leave your comments below, and follow me if you're not already doing so at Breaking Tonight. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you on the next one, and we'll say goodbye for now.